Hey, Compass Healing family, this is Emmanuel here. Hope you're doing well. And I wanted to go ahead and do this video for those of you who are very, very curious about the new service that we are going to be providing for Compass Healing Center. And so some of you may or may not know that I got certified in regression hypnotherapy. So I've been doing body code for close to 10 years now. It's my favorite modality that I use. I also got certified in group healing, which is fantastic, working with 30 to 40 people a week with these different themes. But something that I've noticed and something that maybe you as a body code practitioner have maybe seen is that I'm one of those people that if I can use any type of tool, if I can find any type of modus operandi energetically that will help someone to go even further deep down their subconscious, or perhaps you have a client who just feels stuck in some sort of way, and no matter how many sessions you do, this consistent theme keeps showing up, or this consistent phobia keeps showing up, and you're just not sure where to take it. I've been reading a lot of Brian Weiss books and Dolores Cannon, and also Bryn Blankenship. I've just been reading a lot of different books about the idea of us having past lives. And what I realize is that this is something that some people believe in, some people don't. It's a very controversial topic, and but what I want to tell you is that nothing beats experience. Okay, when you experience something for yourself, then every type of theory or doctrine or thing that you know about all of a sudden starts shifting into place. And for me, I feel that understanding who you really are matters on a very, very deep level. That yes, you can remove trapped emotions. Yes, you can remove energies in this life. And we have a lot of trauma. Maybe you had a very traumatic life. But could there be something that you're experiencing now that has something to do with decisions you've made before, contracts or oaths that you've made before, or perhaps you're kind of reoccurring karma is happening to you in this life due to decisions you've made in other lives, and has that person healed before? And I come to tell you that perhaps that isn't the case for a lot of us because we're not open to this new idea. And the idea I want to have 10 things to share with you guys, so bear with me. Number one is I met someone that in the past, back in probably 2002, 2001, and she intuitively connected with me and was saying, hey, did you know that you might have unalived yourself due to some romantic situation? And I said, no, so I lived another life. This was the first time back in 2001-ish, 2002, that someone has ever brought to me that idea. No one ever before has taught me that idea. I wasn't seeking for the idea. It just came to me through this person who was very intuitive and said, yes, and basically you passed away, and this may cause you some relationship issues, right? I didn't put too much weight on it, but she says, yeah, you died around 1700 something. I'm like, okay, so that I left it to that. Really strangely, this is kind of very bizarre coincidence. I mean, you can't really say this isn't a coincidence, but probably a few days later, we were cleaning the attic in my mother's home at the time, and I literally found my family crest, the Zavaios crest, and in there had my name in there, passing away in royalty. I forgot to mention the royalty part. Around 1700, it had my name. This is strange. My middle name, my last name, and my mother's maiden name. Like someone actually had all four names combined with my father and my mother, and the name that I have currently right now. And it said literally passed away around 92. So my mind again was just like, okay, that's just the biggest coincidence I've ever seen, but I still didn't put too much energy into it. It wasn't until I got in congregations to learn more about energy healing and the people that kind of work energy healing modalities, whether it's Reiki healing or Theta healing, that conversation would come up as a joke, like, oh, it's probably a past life thing. And again, I would always kind of push it away. I'd be like, yeah, maybe not. Trust me, we have enough trauma in this life, And so again, I wasn't jumping the gun to this has got to be it. But the more I started finding some clients that just had some very, very serious symptoms and they didn't know what, and they couldn't get out of it, and I, for some reason, couldn't pull the rug out or couldn't help them out, I started thinking there's got to be something more. And that's when I started doing research. And again, for me, or if you're a healer, it's always good to open up your mind and to say, if there's some way that I can still help out my client and I'm not hurting myself, I'm not hurting someone else, I'm not going against God, then you may want to look into it, you know? And so that's number one, is kind of like the origin is like, you know, it should matter to you, like kind of why I came into this conversation. Number two is there's a lot of benefits for doing hypnotherapy work. I mean, hypnotherapy work is, I feel, a form of energy healing, but it kind of isn't. It's kind of a psychiatric approach. People use it in psychiatry, but also energy medicine practitioners also use it as a form to get you into the theta state, or to get you into that state where your subconscious is more open. So number two is one of the benefits is you can have a womb regression. So as I'm taking you into some sort of past life, before that, I stop by the womb. You might say, well, why does that matter? And why should I care? Well, in the womb, you know your mission. You know your mission in life, okay? You might not think that's a big deal, but you think it's your occupation. It's not your occupation. It's your actual mission. What you decide, and this life might be a life of where you learn how to forgive. This life might be one that you learn how to love people that don't love you back. This life may be, it's usually some really centralized theme. It's not a specific career, but wouldn't it be nice to know that? Wouldn't it be nice to be like, why did I choose this life? Number one. And how can I grow? How can I truly hone in on what I decided I was going to do before I came here? Number two is, why did I choose my parents? You know, why did I choose this time in the world right now, in the history of the world? Why did I choose this time to come? And, did I feel my mom's love? Did I feel my father's love? Were they expecting me? Were they not expecting me? All those things, trust me, children do feel. The subconscious, the spirit can acknowledge these things. And as I take you back to the womb, those answers will be very, very clear to you while we go back there. It will only empower you, even to be more powerful throughout your life. So that's number two, is you do get the womb benefit. That's before we go into a past life. Number three, I want to definitely clarify theatrical hypnosis and hypnosis for therapy. What we've seen in movies have tainted our minds in regards to theatrical hypnosis. Is sort of like, let me make you, turn into a chicken and then like totally forget where you are. And that for me is very scary. Whenever I see that, I'm not a big fan of someone taking control of my mind. And so I want to kind of eradicate that presupposition and that programming that we've received from the matrix out there. That is a theatrical form of hypnosis. Similar to, yes, I can use a trash can lid for the top of a trash can, or I can put wax below it and then go down and slide into oblivion down a snowy path. You get to choose. One of them is very dangerous. The other one is a very common thing you could do, is just to put it on top of the trash, the trash on top of the trash. So that's the same thing. It's kind of like you can use the internet for good. You could use the internet for evil. So in this case, hypnosis is meant for therapy. And that's the only reason why I would look into something like this, is that it actually therapeutically assists you. I was not, in the method that I was taught, I was also excited the fact that there is healing involved. That, and I'll talk about that later, there is actual healing involved in the hypnosis part. It's a lot more hands-on though. There's things that you need to do mentally, and I'm guiding you as well. Or maybe it's your guide that is assisting you, and then you're just kind of receiving. But it is a very, very beautiful hands-on experience, and I highly recommend it because I did it for, I had someone else do it for me multiple times, and I've had other people work on me multiple times, and I've only seen amazing resolve in that. Okay, so I just wanted to clarify that hypnosis is a type where I'm talking to you almost like a guided meditation. It's over Zoom. You're very comfortable in your couch or your bed, wherever you are, and I'm talking to you, and what happens is that you go into this very, very mellow theta state, and you've been in theta state many times throughout the day. Let me convince you. One of them would be watching TV or listening to music or driving, and you forget how you got home. You've been in that state. Now, if you notice, you're awake and you're alert during that time. So it's the same with this type of hypnosis, is that you go under, And you can literally move your arm if you want to. You can stand up and use the restroom if you need to. I don't recommend that, but you could. And so you are very aware of your surroundings. You have complete control. In fact, you're the one that brings yourself into that hypnotic state. I'm just guiding you to it. So you're in control. This is very important. That's number 3, the difference between theatrical and regular hypnosis. Number 4, if you feel stuck in some area in your life and nothing is moving, not even all the body code sessions in the world, and not this area relationship wise, or this financial wise, or this physical wise, for some reason it's not moving, I have a huge inclination to say it's probably a past life issue. And so that's for someone who's asking who's a great candidate for it. Curiosity could be one person. It's just, I'm curious to know how many lives I've gone back there. And you can jump multiple lives, sometimes even in one session. But usually it's people come with a theme. Like for some reason I always, what if I always feel depressed? I've done plenty of body code sessions, but I still deal with depression. Why is that? And maybe there's some healing that needs to be done in your 3rd or 4th life down. You open up the door. You're the one that goes there. Your subconscious knows exactly where that depression comes from. So that's something that's very interesting. Number 5, let's say you're a Christian, and like myself, I'm a Christian. Later on, I want to make a video about how Jesus did teach reincarnation and how that was a talk around that time. And again, you don't have to be a Christian to be able to accept this type of work. You could be Muslim, you could be Jewish, you could be atheist, you could be agnostic. It wasn't meant, like everyone technically has, in my opinion, my viewpoint, we have a spirit body and we have a subconscious. It doesn't matter what you believe in. And it's these certain tools like hypnosis to help you learn more about yourself. Again, so I don't love doing session on a Christian more than I love doing it on a Muslim. I don't have that. I'm just looking at everyone as a child of God. That's all I see you as. And I'm like, I want to help you. I want to help you. I want to help you. Okay. But in the future, I may make a full video of, Christianity and how did that doctrine get suppressed, and why did it get suppressed? What was the fear behind it, and things like that. And so I may do a whole 2-hour thing on that. But for right now, I just want to keep it simple and just let you know that we have this service here at Compass Healing. Okay. Number 6, it's interesting to find your soul family. So a lot of you think that this is your first rodeo with your mom and your dad and your brother and your sister. You'll be shocked, and it is very empowering to know that you've been around your family for a while. But again, me talking about it doesn't do anything for you. You experiencing it is where you get empowered, because then you realize, you're like, wait a minute, who is this person in my past life? Oh my gosh, that's my ex-girlfriend. Oh, who is this person? If you look at their eyes, you'll be able to know. It's like, wait a minute, you're actually my father. So that kind of, for you, that should be very comforting to you, because you've been on this carousel before. You've done this. You've done life before, and you've had a family before. So again, it just gets very interesting, because now you see your family differently. You're like, wait a minute, you chose to be that character, and I chose to be this character. So it's not this heaviness of life where you're like, oh, I'm such a victim of my father, a victim of my mother. It's almost like you guys are playing characters in a theater role, and you guys can give yourself some mercy, some grace, that we're all trying to grow here together, and that we positioned ourselves to be certain people so that we can grow all together. Again, it sounds great coming out of my mouth saying this makes a lot of sense. It's better when you experience it yourself. Okay. Number 7, meet your helpers. So the great process is that you can actually get in contact with your guardian angels. You might say, whoa, I don't believe in that stuff. Okay. Do you believe in your family being on the other side and helping you out? Whoa, I don't know if I believe in that. Okay, that's fine. What about a guide? Do you believe in the word guide? And you might have someone that helps you out from here and there. Maybe you've had situations in your life where someone whispered to you out of nowhere. You're like, oh, don't go into that road, or, oh, don't do this, whatever. You're like, yeah, it seems like there's a guide around me. What's really cool is it's very common that you will connect with your guide or a guardian angel or a helper or whatever you want to call it. Again, what does that do for you at the end of the day? It empowers you, because you're not doing this alone. But again, this sounds great. And maybe you've heard people say, connect with your angels or connect with your whatever. And you're like, yeah, connect with my angels. Got it, But when you see them, when you are able to acknowledge them or feel them or know them on a deep theta state, you bring that with you. You go, okay, I do have two people that are helping me out. You go through your day way, way different knowing these things. Okay. And just three more things and then we'll be done here. Number 8, again, there's more empowerment knowing that you're a deeper soul than you know. Give yourself some mercy, give yourself some grace, that you're a deep, complex character. You've lived probably multiple lives. And so for you, it's almost like, okay, I've come here on earth. This is just a test. Again, something I wonder what life has given me issues in this life. I wonder what other life has given me issues in this department. See, so you're now going through files. You may be sort of a spiritual soul excavator and wondering, I wonder what's been giving me issues for 10 years here. I wonder if it was a past life. You can even muscle test it yourself. Is it a this life thing? No. Is it a past life thing? Just muscle test it. You might say, wow, it is. And so by doing that, again, you empower yourself more. Like, that's why it's so funny when I hear someone, oh, he's a smart guy. He's probably an old soul. I'm like, everyone's an old soul. If you really, really look into it, everyone technically is an old soul. We're all educating ourselves and learning on different paces, but technically we are all old souls. Number 9, forgiveness and healing takes place during these sessions. So during the sessions, you may experience I may ask the question, is there some sort of forgiveness or healing that needs to take place? And the way it's going to happen for you is going to be different for everyone else. So you may be working with your guide. You may not be working with your guide. You may be working with your soul family. You may not be working with your soul family. Everyone is different because your subconscious is going to its own journey. But how exciting is it? Isn't it great that we're not only supposed to learn how to forgive in this life, but we're supposed to learn how to forgive in other lives. We're supposed to leave all that bad karma behind and be able to keep growing and blossoming the way towards the light. And the last thing is, again, this is kind of maybe a return to something I said before, is you will see your family very differently. One of the things that I acknowledge even in my life is that my mom and dad were not around a lot because they were so busy, but they provided a very beautiful lifestyle, but they were so busy. I may be a victim of neglect abuse, or I can say, wait, I chose my parents. I would grow out of this neglect. I promised myself I would grow out of this neglect. How can you do that if you don't go to the womb and understand who your parents would be for you? How do you do that? No book will give you the experience to know that for yourself. So anyway, I want to give you these 10 different things that will give you benefits of going to your past life. And I want to let you guys know right now, as we speak, these sessions are now available for Compass Healing Center. And so I'm excited to help you in your journey. Again, we've been providing body code sessions. We've been doing group healing. We've been doing inner child work. We've been doing relationship assistance. We've been doing frequencies. We want to keep growing our practice to say, what other tool can we use to assist you? So again, if you know someone who has been stuck in some area of their life, just some theme keeps showing up over again. It's almost like you write a book, like you have a lot of betrayal, or you have a lot of attracting the wrong thing, or you have a lot of, every time you make money, you lose money. Like you have this consistent theme in your life. You can look at your friends, trust me, they have themes that are driving them mad and they have no idea where to go. Show them this video and they'll realize, wait a minute, maybe it's not my life. Maybe it's what I've done before and I'm paying for it right now. And if I just go back there and acknowledge who I was, what I was doing, give forgiveness, receive my healing, know who my soul family is, know why I came here. Are you guys kidding me? You have all that information, you come back very, very different to this life and you see everything as an opportunity. So anyway, I look forward to serving you. I will put the link below where you're able to go ahead and book your 90-minute hypnotherapy session to go to your past life. And again, I'm grateful to serve you in any way I can. If you have any questions, if this is YouTube, if you have any questions at all, feel free to comment below and I can answer you there. If you want to email me at compasshealingcenter@gmail.com, that's another way you can reach out to me if you have any questions about the sessions. Children, if they're old enough, even there's some 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds that are open-minded like that. They feel that there's something in the past before. In fact, usually around age 3 to 5, you might have heard your kids say stuff where it's just like, "Hey, you're not my mom," out of nowhere, and you go like, "Wait, what's that all about?" Or like, "Oh, I feel like I've been here," and you go like, "You're traveling to a different country." Like, I feel like I've been here, and we just ignore it. We just laugh at them, "Haha, you've never been here," and we don't realize that their soul was reconnecting with a life that they've had before, but we were just too close-minded. We just said, "No, just put that away." And so, trust me, more the children are very open-minded. It's us adults that sometimes through our indoctrination we kind of close our minds. And so, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, the service is now available. Past Life Regression Hypnotherapy at Compass Healing. I look forward to helping you, and I'll be making more videos. Perhaps about testimonies of people that I've worked with. I'll be making videos in regards to Christianity and transmigration together. I'm going to be making more videos about the specific subject. Hopefully you will benefit from it. And I look forward to helping you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.